What are exponents, you might ask? Exponents are number/symbols or variables written above and to the right of a mathematical expression to multiply a number by itself. Now, let's go on. Exponents is on the top along with square roots, but that's for a different lesson. Multiplication is repeated addition, and exponents is somewhat like repeated multiplication. Let's take this example, negative 4x squared. What if I were to tell you x is equal to 2? You might be tempted to think, oh, 4 times 2 is equal to 8, 8 times 8 is equal to 64, and pop a negative sign, and you're wrong. Let me show you how it's done. So first off, PEMDAS/GEMDAS power. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Same thing with GEMDAS except for the G. The G stands for grouping symbols. Now, do exponents first. Negative 4 and in parentheses 2 squared because we have to do exponents first. And you would get negative 4 times 4, which is equal to negative 16. Okay, think you've got it down? Pop quiz. Another example. Negative 4x to the power of 2. Except this time the 4x is in parentheses. Okay, x still equals 2. Hey, you might say, isn't this the same problem as before? You'd be wrong. Same thing. Start with PEMDAS. Okay, so another example, negative 4x squared. Now you might be thinking, okay, this is the same problem as before. X still equals 2, so why wouldn't it be negative 16? It's obviously negative 16, and you'd be completely wrong, since order of operations tells us to do grouping symbols or parentheses first. But in the last one, since there weren't any parentheses, then we just had to move on and do the exponents first. So in this scenario, x still equals 2. Same thing, you start with PEMDAS and you do the parentheses. So we input x still equals 2 into the parentheses. So do parentheses first. Negative 4 times 2 to the power of 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 to the power of 2 is 64. So we get negative 64. And that's going to be all for today. Thank you for listening. Since there wasn't any parentheses or exponents, whatever. All I did that. So the thing on the top, the thingamaj, what are exponents? So exponents are numbers, variables.